What's going on, guys? Patrick here. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be doing an installation for security film, and the concept of this is that it's cut over the actual size, so we're going to be cutting on the glass. So I'm going to preface it with I had great intentions for the video. It's been a while since I've worked with security, and you could definitely see my frustration, and I was starting to get frustrated, and I say things like don't do it or charge accordingly. While it was a pain, we were able to complete it and we were able to do it. Things that are a pain in this industry, especially like security, is because it takes longer than like your standard solar films do, so it makes it more feel worse than it really is. But some key things to walk away from this, the thinking of this, is make sure you charge accordingly. For us, like, we charge no less than $20 to $25 a square foot on security. That's more than double to 2.5 times what we would charge on the low end for solar film. So with that, it does buy us a lot more time. So if you charge accordingly, even though it takes longer, you're still making the same amount of money or potentially more. I did mention in this video, but what I do want to mention is that when you're cutting film, and let's just say you're cutting an inch wider and taller, and that way you just cut the excess. With security film, sometimes when you cut that top slit of that top line, because it's 4 to 6 times bigger than standard film. Standard film's 1.5 to 2 mils thick, and security film's 8 mils thick. So because it's so thick, when you're cutting, sometimes the film shifts. So you don't get that perfect 90-degree top edge and one side lined up. It does happen. It happened in this video. If that's the case, then you still have one straight line. Typically, when you're cutting off a film, off a roll, there's one factory edge. That's your straight line. So if that's the case, where you line up the top and, like, say the left side, and the top is not straight, then don't do what I did in this video and cut all 4 sides, because it's a nightmare. But shift it up and keep that factory edge straight on the line, and then just cut 3 edges if that's the case. That's kind of the gist of how you're going to do it. I do prefer to cut 8 mil on glass than to cut it a 1/4 of an inch shorter and then shooting for an 1/8 of an inch gap of a perfect installation, because almost every time I've tried to do it with a 1/8 inch gap at a pre-cut perfectly, it almost always goes bad. It either shifts to the left slightly, which makes the 1/8 of an inch gap bigger, which is unacceptable, or it shifts to the other side, and then now you either butt it up exactly or maybe an 1/8 or so over. And when you're working with that little bit of security film, it's very difficult to bend it to the way that you want so you can trim it. So my professional opinion is that cut over and cut 8 mil on the glass itself. And just to mention as well, this did take us a little bit to get installed. The client called us later. She's like, it's not your fault, it's my fault. I asked for tinted security. I think I just want clear. We actually ended up going back that day, removing the tinted 8 mil and reapplying clear 8 mil on top of that. And the installation was, I mean, this install, I think, took us about an hour and a half, which is a very long time for window tinting. When we came back to do the 8 mil clear, we were there maybe 30 minutes. So you're going to see me frustrated. You're going to go through the frustration. Unless you're laying hundreds of thousands of square feet of 8 mil per year, you're not going to touch it very often, and you're going to have to understand that you're going to go through those frustrations as well. So charge accordingly, and I promise you, it does get easier the more you do it. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have any comments, hit them below, and we will talk to you soon. All right, I'm going to recut this one. So after doing the install, the gaps were definitely bigger than an 1/8 of an inch. So one of the drawbacks about cutting exact, if it shifts wider if you have like less than an eighth or a quarter of an inch, it's incredibly difficult to trim. And if it gets shifted inward more, then you end up having a bigger gap than you would want. So, play it by ear. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one bigger. I like to get at least an inch, and then that way there's a good amount that you can work with there. If it's too short, I find it difficult to work with. So yeah. So now you get to see pre-cut and or trying to cut exact versus cutting over. Fun part about 8mm is trying to roll it back up tight, but we're cutting an inch over, so it doesn't matter. Here we go. Truth be told, I prefer to cut the edges instead of pre-cutting because it just makes it easier. There. All right, back to the install.
This one.
Garbage.
Gotcha.
If you're gonna be cutting 8mm and you just cut the film off the film handler, make sure to break off the blades that you use to cut because you want the sharpest knife possible.
Got it?
Yep. All right.
Give that back to you.
Thank you. Now business like usual. Let the film lay flat. Jesus, look at that. So that happens too sometimes. So we're gonna have to double cut both sides, which is gonna be fun.
Need help?
Trying to line up the top here. Yeah, I need help. Yes, I need help. Grab the bottom and then just peel it up. Just a little bit. Right there. For the love of Christ, that's horrible.
Okay, you see how it's lipped over that way? I need that all the way down.
You need it all the way down?
Yeah. There. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to cut. Oh, I guess we're cutting 4 sides on 8 mil. This is fun. Christ.
Got it.
Yeah. If you're not used to doing 8 mil, don't do it. Don't do it. It's such a pain in the butt. Probably even worse when you have to cut 4 sides.
Might never be heard of.
Jesus.
You're dropping on the top, right?
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Just squeegee and I'll keep an eye on everything. It's really not square door.
Yeah, it's not square at all. Not square at all. See the fun of cutting security film? And see, this is the reality the majority of you guys will come across, because the people that do 8 mil, they do it all the damn time. And they make it look so dang easy. And it's really not. And you'll end up in situations like this. If you're laying normal solar film majority of the time, like, this is how fun security is gonna be for you. All right.
Encouraging.
It might not be encouraging, but it is the truth. Let's relief cut. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna be shocked to do this.
Get your knife in there and just use your finger to help guide it.
Hey, you're shifting.
Oh wow, damn it. How much? Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Come over here. And then just hold that motherfucker. Right there. Just put your hands on it. Yay, security film. You know what? Here's the best thing for anyone. Either specialize in security film or don't.
Definitely got inspirational quotes over here.
It might not be inspirational, but it is realistic. And if you work by yourself, good luck.
I'm just trying to slide down on me while over here.
That's one side down. God save me.
Way to go.
God save the queen. Oh my God, I almost cut my finger.
Don't do that.
I know. This is now turned into a how hard can you make security film for yourself?
Extremely hard.
Extremely hard. Let me go this way.
Okay.
Up.
Oh, yep, every single tool you have is just right.
All right, here we go.
Let me hold that.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we're almost done with this one. God, this sucks. Don't do it, guys.
Move. Keep stabbing me with the gloves.
Don't go far.
I'm not far enough that my safety isn't in jeopardy.
On the plus side, this line is a lot tighter. So, heck of a lot more work. Pre-cutting clearly sucks. Believe it or not, it's not as bad as champagning as I thought it was going to be.
No light over here. What's up, light?
That's true.
It's another breath.
Yeah, this is not fun. All right, relief cut.
Now you're prepared.
Let this be a lesson to you guys. Don't do it this way. Okay, hold that, make sure it doesn't shift
That way.
this way.
So put pressure.
Just hold it. You don't shift it. So don't try to shift it and counter shift me. It does look really good though. I mean, that's butted right up there. Oh, there you go. Grab yourself a slammer tool. That was a lot easier.
Was it?
Yeah, because I can use the slammer to hold it down.
Oh. Just go to the trick.
I think so.
I think so.
It's a trick I've been using for years, guys. So just trust me. The ugly side of window tinting. Probably the most hideous way to do window tint for security film, but we did it.
Certainly isn't pretty, huh?
Definitely not for the weak. All right.
Ready?
So what I'm doing here is I'm using my slammer tool, handled this way, right? I'm gonna push the film down and that's gonna hold it right against the edge where I need. It's way better than my fat finger that it won't allow it to go all the way in. And then just use that as a guide. Oh man, this is way better. Yep, this is a tried and true technique I've been using for years. Window tinters across the world have seen this and used this. I've improved so many security jobs because of it. For those of you who can't tell, I am joking. So, for those of you who don't know how to do security film and you're gods at it, you're probably laughing at me right now, which is okay. I'm fine with that. My GoPro died. I just finished off the cut down there. But much tighter. Things to do in the future, try to line up one side and the other. Hopefully you have a 90-degree good edge, so you only have to trim two sides. If not, then like just shift it up and then line up one side, so then you only have to cut 3. I was showing you how to cut 4. That's in the worst case scenario, so good job. I'm gonna go ahead and do this other window, but I'm not gonna record it. Good luck, charge accordingly.